Welcome to this session on creating web pages using HTML editors. Let us begin with learning outcome of this session. After watching this video, you will be able to understand the HTML basic structure, understand the HTML properties like font, color, images, frame, etc. Understand the concept of table to create the table and able to create a sample web page. Now, let's discuss about what is HTML. HTML is the standard markup languages for creating the web pages. So, HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. HTML is the standard markup language for the creating web pages. Is used to describe the structure of a web page. It consists of a series of elements. These elements tell the browser how to display the content. Basically, the HTML elements label pieces of content such as the heading and the paragraph and wherever it has to be an appropriate hyperlink and maybe a user interface perspective. If you look out any web pages, that visualization is more important. That visualization part is taken by HTML. See the diagram. If you look about that, in the top page, which is called header, the header and subsequently that the page title will be there. Then once the page title is over, then system will understand which is the body of the text. That body of the text, it may have again that headings and their subheadings and the paragraph and relevant matters. So that is the visualization of the HTML page structure. Now come to that, what is HTML element? Because we are talking to the system. As a web page designing, any HTML element need to be defined with a start tag and as well as some content, and whenever the content is over, it should be the end tag. Now you can think about it, what is the tag? Tag is the special character which is in between that greater than and less than symbol, and the tag name once starts, then the exact content should be there, then tag ends. So this is called as an element. HTML element is everything from the starting tag to the ending tag. See the example, H1 and within the tag, and also that H1 is the header 1 and its end with the, like you can see that another simple H1 and backslash, which comes means this end of the header 1. The similar way, the paragraph which starts with elements with P and almost then it has some content about the paragraph, one paragraph or two paragraph. At the end with there is a backslash P element. So this way the HTML tag is defined. Like you can see that how that what is the symbol for H1, which is the element which end with slash H1 end tag. The similar way paragraph which starts with P and end with slash P. The similar way that break, it's like end tag is none. See what you can see right now, it's a sample HTML code, very simple HTML document. Whenever like that HTML code start with the document type DOCTYPE HTML. Then it starts with HTML element with under head also, then subsequently header, then subsequently title and end with the head, the body. So finally then it comes on that header information. Here it's my first page is the heading and subsequently one paragraph. So if you run this script, how the output will be, that you can see in the right hand side. My first heading, whichever it's applied here, it's replied in the my first heading. The similar way the paragraph just like it's shown only one line, but if you type the entire text more than text, that this would be appearing here only. So this is the simple explanation of simple HTML documents. Now like you may ask about what is the head and what is that functionality. This element, it contains a meta information about a HTML page always. Then the body information, whatever it is, like if you type in between that body, that text details will be appeared these locations. This is the simple HTML document. Now how to run this script? Then we whenever we run that HTML script, we need a web browser. The purpose of the web browser, it may be like either Chrome or Edge, Firefox, Safari or maybe Internet Explorer. This or helps to read the HTML documents and display them correctly. A browser does not display the HTML tags, but it uses them to determine how to display the document. Now come here, how to create a web page. Now you can see that 2 minutes screenshot, step by step screenshot information that will be useful for you. Now we will see how to create a web page on the demonstration step by step in the screenshot. See, looks here. The simple thing is you have to open that notepad. From the notepad, you have to type, the document type and then HTML tutorial, just one line. Then put on the heading for H element H1 and H2, and we have to run it. Still, like if you want to know more details, you can simply visit w3schools.com and then HTML is available, first page, and simply copy that text. After copying that, again open that notepad and paste it. This is what I have done it right now. So here you can change the titles and the paragraph text and save the file as. You have to note down that it should be with HTML format for web page. Then the file name should be .html extension. Then what you can do, you can just go and open that file, HTML file, just double clicking on the browser, open the file, open with, it should be one of the browser. Now you can see that the output of the screen. So this is your first web page program. So this is the code. You can change that title, my HTML, no, my first, I am typing that, my first website, web page, then heading, then the one paragraph also already typed. Now I want to say, okay, yes, I learned. So just I am copying that heading information. Later I change that, yes, I learned for how to create our page. Thanks. What I have to do? Just file, save as a HTML file, is because already saved. Then I open the browser, just I have to refresh the file because already I updated. So all those information you can see on the screen. This is the heading, this is the paragraph. Yes, I learned for how to create the web page. Thanks. So we have done it. Creation of the sample web page. This way you can practice with existing code and make the modification and do the practice again and again. Now we will come to think about that where you can start about to learn the HTML. There are so many websites freely available and open source tutorials also available, but it's recommended to go for w3schools.com, where they are the pioneer of HTML tags, and they are providing all the open source tags. It's very user friendly and you can understand that. So if you go through that page, HTML, they have splitted around 6 categories, which is we can say HTML basic properties, and then HTML forms, then graphics, then HTML media, then HTML APIs, and the relevant references used for that HTML web page designing. So due to the time limitations, we will go through that few basic HTML basic properties like font, colors, and tables, only this much of properties, and further we will go for creation of tables and some forms. So this would be the activities will be held on another 10-20 minutes. Okay, the basic properties is mostly cover editing details, then element details, attributes, then how you can put on the headings and that formative informations, tables, lists, and some classes, integration script with the JavaScript, how to use, and some layout, etc., etc. The similar way, forms is very useful information when you feel about like you want to get the information from the users, end users. Then form play very vital roles. So that purpose it acts as a input types that it is covered, and this we may cover some exercise on next session, please. The media type again is very important, because when the website it comes, it's not only like a come with simple text and the images, it also has like videos and audio clips and some advanced plugin, and maybe embedded video through YouTube, which is integrating the social media, which play vital role in the web page development and web page designings. That's also we will come see at our next session. Now we will look about quick color properties. So what are the colors? Why we are using the colors? Because it gives more attractions when you design the web page. Colors are using RGB, color codes, which are represented as hexadecimal values. Each 2-digit section of the code represents the amount in sequence of red, green and blue that forms the color. For example, a RGB value with 00 as the first 2 digit has no red in the color. There are, like if you think about main colors, see that it's involved only 3 colors, but if you mix that 3 colors in between, like one mixed with others, it comes with various more colors. Those colors are RGB, called RGB color model. You can see the diagram, the combinations and the pixels, where it's like area of green and red and blue. So it comes with the matrix of x, y, z that produce the result. It's on the triplet jet result it's produced. So you can see that the color name, whatever you can see on the color, red, green, magenta, yellow, white, silver, etc. are the combination of the colors. These colors are put in the color codes in HTML format. That is, for 1 is like white, 2 black, 3 red, 4 green, blue, 6 is magenta, cyan, yellow, up to this goes up to 15th, the color orange. Then subsequently the color codes are also given in the right hand side. This is simplified in HTML. Colors are specified with predefined color names or with RGB, hex, HSL, RGPA or HSLA values. Those colors are using on frequent basis. That's you can see on the screen. The body element. Now after completion of this, when you find out the colors, the body elements play vital role in the web page design and creation of web pages. The body element of a web page is important to element in regards to the page's appearance. Here are the attributes of the body tag to control all the levels. So that's why the text is given weightage to define the color. You can see that hash $R$G$B, which helps to change the color of all the text on the page. That means that one line of color code it changes entire page text color. This element contains information about the page background color, background image, as well as the text or hyperlinks to the colors. So when we think about the colors, then another background also it's more important, because it is very common to see web pages with their background color set to white or some other colors. So that purpose the BG color are used in the body commands. So you can see that syntax body space BG color then equal to there is the number color code whatever you are giving that will be displayed for entire body. The similar appears for text also, like a particular color need to be changed, but the default color for text is a black. The text attribute would be ordered as follows: body, background color, then the reference of the color, then text color, then end bodies. See, in this example, the document page, if you run it, the color is white and the text would be the red. Then another is, it has like 3 attributes which is more controls the colors in different link states. Link is used for initial appearance by default blue. But if you once you clicked that website and link and you have seen that information, if you go back, then that will be shown as a visitor link. That's called V-link. So that purpose it's as a purple. That's also you have to use by default. The similar way, active link is clicked as a default to yellow. So that syntax is given below. For that, the format for setting these attributes are body, background color, then text, color reference, then link, color reference, then V-link, again color reference, then active link, color reference, then end body. This syntax must be used for setting the links. The similar way, using the images also, we have to use the background. The body elements also gives you ability of setting an image as the document background. As example, background image of HTML code is follows: body, background, then the GIF, the graphics file name, either it could be GIF or it should be JPEG, then background color, then background code, end body. Now let's move into the another property which is called tables. HTML table, which allows web developers to arrange the data into the rows and column. When you develop that any website, the systematic data and systematic data need to be displayed, row and column details are effectively used in the table for methods. Now using this table property, we can learn about insert table and how to explain the table attributes and how to edit the table and add a table header. That exercise we will cover coming session. The syntax for the table is table and end table. In between, it has 4 sub-elements. That is the tr, then th is the header, td is the table data, then caption is and it provide just information about what are the values need to be displayed. This one example of that, the border color and the column headers. Based upon that, then it displays the value. Just one example about how to put on that one column header and another column as a header. Then it's a combination of it's also one cell, row and one column and one row is called as a cell. So it has the 4 properties, which is background color, similar way like what we covered earlier, and width. Width can specify the table width as an absolute number of pixels or percentage of the document width. This you can set a width for a table as well. The similar way border also and cell spacing also it's available, that features. Table attribute, it has another cell padding. Cell padding is the space between the cell border and the cell content is specified in pixel. Align, it has 3 type of alignment: left, right or center alignment. Background, it has two options: border color and border color dark. It has another caption properties. The table caption allows you to specify a line of text that will appear center, above or below table. The syntax is given below: table, border is equal to 1, cells padding is equal to 2. And second line, caption, align the bottom label for my table caption. The caption element has one attribute align that can be either top or bottom of the table. Table header, it has also table data cell are represented by the dd element. Cells also can be th element, which is called a table header, which result in the context of the table header cells appearing centered and in bolded text, which has table data and table header. It has column span, row span, align, vertical alignment, width and height property also it has. Now see that a detailed example what you can see on the basic table HTML code in left hand side. left hand side what you can see, this is the HTML code. Here that columns table element start, this is the row, TR is the row, and it has that like column company, and another column is the contact, and another column is the country, then end of the row. Then when it starts next row, then there are the captions of that above. Company is the ABC Limited New Delhi, then another next column, subsequent column, that manager's name, then contact like then country. So this way it is given. Okay, here like there is minor error, like company, contact, country. That person has given like ABC, it's appear here, and contact it's appear here, and country, this country is appear here. If you go for next value, private limited, it's appear here, Neeru Goyal, it's appear here as a contact person, country, it's typed as a Mumbai. So there is a typo error from that code, same thing reflected in the HTML output. But our aim is to explain how the row and columns are appeared in the output. So that's now you can see here. Now this way, like you can say like cells padding, which is the features you can enlarge, one column, you can enlarge or you can merge two column in one, that with appropriate header and appropriate row and column row span. That in this code if you run, what you will get the output, this would be the output. So see the beauty is the like column 1 is the column 2. When you insert the second row, it merging the both columns. The similar way here it's coming back again with like initial rows 2 and column 1, and it has 2 columns. So this way you can do row padding. Now dear learners, today like we will learn how to practice that creation of HTML table using some samples codes collecting from HTML websites, especially on Double3 schools, and we will paste into the notepad and we will practice it. So the again like just going for W3 schools website, and if you scroll down that various variables, then you can see that HTML tables references. From that tables references, you can see some samples output, how that website's tabular information are there. Then based upon that, see what you can do, you can just read the information, its company, contact and country details, then you can read the syntax and the details, what are the tags it's available, row and column, and then that values. Then you can see that below sample code. From that code, you can identify that what are the fields, first name, last name and age. Then you can just go for runtime. There is the platform available, sandbox type of things. The left hand side, what you can see that programming code, and also right hand side, you can run that output. See here, left hand side, and there is a button, run button. If you run that right hand side, you can see the output. So here also you can practice by changing the name, like you giving the your input. It's simply like there are the values. Just let me type. Change, how to change, and do the practice of entering. See here the HTML table which is on the title. I change is company and their contact details. Then I am running that, the title is reflected in the right hand side. You can see the company also, like this is the headers, company, contact. Now I am changing the company's name, taking the first row I am typing XYZ company limited, the contact Mr. Ashish Gupta, I am typing, then country in place, just I typed in New Delhi in place of India. Then another record, ABC Private Limited, Messrs. Nehru Goyal, then I am deleting like remaining records not required, this is for only learning purpose. Now I run, see, you can see only 2 records. So this way you can refer that existing code and you modify from your side and you see the output. This way, as a developer you can pick up very fast how to make the changes of existing web pages, or you can also simply copy and paste one more row. What I am doing right now, just I am copying one row in HTML editor and inserting another record, ABC number 2, Private Limited. Contact person, I am changing the name, Mr. Karthik Kumar. Chennai, in place of country, Chennai, India. See how that values are getting changed. Similar way, you can change any text, but you have to give appropriate row insertion. So now just I am simply copying that text, I am pasting into one notepad. See, I am coming to my desktop, I am creating one new file, text file. My HTML table, notepad, pasting this text, Control V, then I am saving that file as a HTML. Save as, note that I have to save as a HTML file as a web page dot HTML. Save this. And then open that file in the browser. So right now I set up the default as a Chrome, Google Chrome. I am opening that file, same output you can see whatever you have seen it. So yes, so you have seen that company and their contact details, and first row 3 records whatever we have modified, and it is repeating here. The similar way you can do practice again and again, and this is the things, right click and see the code behind whatever you can see that from the HTML page, what you just right hand side and click code behind, so you can see that exact code. This is like your developer can understand what is inside, but what you can see in the browser side, that is the real output. So this is what the beauty of HTML and their code behind details. Practice again and again. Some tips you have to note. When you are using like TH, table header, table data and table row, you should always have an end tags, because if you missed any end tag, that the result may be incorrect. Although end tags are formally optional, many browsers will mess up the formatting of the table if you omit end tags, in particular, you should always use end tags if you have a table within a table, because which may lead to nested table errors. And also note that a default table has no border. Tables are drawn without border lines. You need the border attribute to draw the lines. And also note that by default table is flush with left margin only. But whereas the data need to be displayed in either centered or right, then you have to use appropriate attribute or either center or div element, or you can use left, right or center. That purpose you have to use table align is equal to left, that purpose of left. Similar way, right, you have to use table align is equal to right for right alignment. This is what we have seen about HTML. Let's summarize on this session. We discussed about HTML code and their attributes. We created a sample web page and learned the text, color and their background, color properties. Also discussed the HTML table structures and created the table. With this, I conclude this session and meet you at next session for more practical demonstration. Thank you.